Well, how y'all are? This your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, let's shoot up some old ammo. It's about 105 degrees outside, and if you don't stay hydrated, buddy, you're going to be in trouble. I'll tell you a little story right quick. About 5 years ago, when I worked for Bragg Guns over in Harrisburg as a assembler and builder and customizer and so forth. Anyway, there was an incident in another county close by where someone had cleaned out an estate or something and taken a bunch of old ammunition and just put it in the general garbage. And when that trash got to the recycling center, that's when the fun began. It was fire department and everybody in the country was over there, and the state police and the bomb squad and the ATF was mixed up in it, and it really wasn't nothing but some old ammunition. So we had a pretty popular Facebook page and I had so I made a little video explaining to people how to dispense with unwanted ammunition. You can take it to the police department, you can take it to the sheriff's department, hand it over that way. You can, you can bring it to us. We would shoot it up out here at the range, or break it down for components, or otherwise make it safe to be dispensed with. Get the old powder out of it, take the cartridge apart one at a time, reuse the bullet if it could be reused, melt it down if it couldn't, reload the brass, whatever to make disposition of the ammunition in some way or another. And I got a lot of calls in those days, and I don't get so many anymore, but I still get one every once in a while. And I did the other day, and a lady invited me over to her house to get some ammunition that belonged to her husband. And this is one of the boxes of ammunition that belonged to her husband. Remington 22 Short Gallery. Now this is a non-commercial packaged ammunition, and I did research on this because when you can clearly see the labeling is 1950s. I did some research on this and found that Gallery brand was not available to the public. Gallery brand was loaded and manufactured. These cartridges are specially adopted for gallery shooting with clean bore, will not cause rust or corrosion. Packaged not for retail sale. Ilion, New York, Bridgeport, Connecticut, firearms, so forth, and one thing and another. This is a 250 count box of 29 grain lead bullet 22 short gallery. Well, the first thing to find out is, what do they actually shoot? And we're fixing to find out right here in a minute. Back in the day, gallery shooting was very popular, and people actually had gallery guns and gallery ranges in their homes. And you'd go to the county fair, and the shooting gallery would be with real 22 caliber, generally pump action rifles at steel targets that going around in a circle. Over the years, they've gotten to where real guns are not used in shooting gallery games at carnivals and so forth. It's either pellet guns or BB guns or BB machine guns or some arrangement with lights or lasers or something like that. They have a light shooting gallery at the I think it's at the Big Bass Pro Shops up in Or maybe it's the big Cabela's up in Louisville, or maybe over in Indiana. Anyway, these are little cute 22 shorts, probably loaded in the 1950s. So I've got some little cute 22 shorts. Are those 22 shorts? Some little cute 22 short CCIs right here. No, those aren't. Those are, I got the wrong box. CB Longs. Okay. So we'll shoot them head to head against CB Long to 22 Gallery and just see how they actually shoot after all these years. We have the Henry standard 22 lever action rifle. Well, first of all, let's see how many this thing holds. I've never shot this gun with shorts. We're going to find out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, dang, bottomless pit, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, it holds 21. If I can get them all in there. There we go, it holds 21. Okay, we'll shoot the shorts at the bottom target, and I'll shoot about 10, and then I'll see if they've got enough oomph to get to the 25-yard steel targets. All right, let's give it a try and see what happens. I'm curious to see if these guys even shoot today. All right, here we go. That's 10, there should be 11 left in it. Let's try some steel. Hit it. Look at that. Hit it and hit it with enough force to move it. That's the little cat-eared targets hanging on the plate rack down there. They weigh about, 6 or 7 pounds, and it's moving them. Love my Henrys, buddy. Love my Henrys. All right, I shot 10 at the bottom target. Let's try 10 at the 10 CB Longs at the top target. These are approximately the same. What are they? They are 710 feet per second, so they're about the same as a 22 short. The real point of this video was to see whether or not that ammunition would actually fire at its age. But we're going to see how it shoots compared to a different cartridge. That's a fair test, I think. There's 10 CB longs. Okay, here we go. Oh, they don't make nearly as much noise as a... You know, this gun wouldn't replace my 1022, but I sure like it. All right, as we always do, let's go down and look at that tactical accuracy and see how it actually shoots. Well, it appears that this is the 65 or so year old Remington Gallery shorts, and this is our CCI CB long at approximately the same velocity. Yeah, the CB longs have a little bit tighter groove, but all things considered, you know, they still shoot pretty good. They still shoot pretty good. I mean, you could zero that gun in a little bit better and they'd be right on the money. But basically, they're throwing them in the same area of the circle, which means after all these years, they still shoot good. Yeah, they still shoot good. Well, that's an interesting little thing right there. That, you know, the whole purpose of this channel is to cover ground that other people aren't covering. That's a pretty interesting find. I was lucky enough to get 2 boxes of this, and several other boxes of ammunition, and half a box of 32-20s, and there was some old shotgun shells, paper shotgun shells that are badly swelled, you know, and that sort of thing. But it doesn't belong in the trash. So if you take a notion you want to get rid of it, take it to your local gun shop. The proprietor or the clientels, you know, they'll be glad to. Of course, anybody that's watching this channel knows, you know, they're not giving up anything. I mean, yeah, anybody that's watching this channel is a shooter, and they're not giving. They don't lose the squeal off the hog, buddy, at killing time. Anyway, there's a little comparison between some 65, I'd say it, I mean, it's probably made, let's say it's made in 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015, you know, 80, 70-year-old ammo that still shoots good because it was kept right. All right, then, that's about the size of it. Like I take, share, commentate, and subscribe. I'll leave you $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't want to, I'll keep right on making content for you. I like doing it. I mean, you know, help me out if you can, but I still like doing it. We're coming out of the coop. Everybody's getting their shots. If they got any sense, they're getting their shots. I got mine 5 months ago. I have no ill effects from it whatsoever, and go wherever I want to and do whatever I want to. And states are starting to open up if they were ever really closed. I mean, you know, the concept of, oh, the state's closed. Well, sorry, it's not. You know, he would scare the tar out of some people and tell licensed businesses they have to perform in a certain way or something. That was the thing, you know. The only people that the state governments could do anything with was people that had a state license. You know, if you weren't covered, if your activities weren't covered by a state license, you got to do whatever you want to because you're free to do it. You know, hard on bars, hard on barbershops, you know, things like that. You know, they come my local guy and they said, you know, you're gonna shut your gun shop down because there's too many people in here. You know, and the guy's like, sorry, I'm federally licensed. You know, and that was the end of that. He had a sale the next day, COVID sale. All right then, God bless everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye now. Why did gas cost so much now? And it didn't cost so much last year when it was $1.80 a gallon or $1.70 a gallon, and you know, now it's, you know, $2.89 a gallon, and that's cheap. Well, it's very simple. The oil company is going to make their money because they're in the business to make money. Okay? The feller who's selling the oil product, for instance gasoline, he's still making the same thing he was making in the 1960s, about 3 cents a gallon. Okay? So when you've got a leadership in Washington that does not overregulate any industry, then prices are fairly low. When you've got a leadership in Washington that takes the time away from anything else they need to be doing and overregulates industry and the oil industry, regulations get harder. It costs more to do business. Therefore, it costs you more to do business with them. People need to get out there and vote right.